Yo, did we just witness the craziest twist in hip-hop history? Because apparently Kendrick Lamar has receipts, and I'm talking full-blown, high-definition, career-ending, Lawyer calling, hide your kids, type receipts, proving. Drake tried to have him taken out. Yeah, not subliminal bar taken out, not rap beef taken out. I'm talking real life, call the coroner, crime scene tape, attempted murder. It's all on video, leaked, uncut, unfiltered, and allegedly. So spicy Toronto police had to pause the footage halfway just to grab snacks and say, yo, this is wild. Now, before the OVO fan club starts foaming at the mouth, no, this isn't another fake Twitter rumor. We're talking about a clip that insiders swear came straight from a street surveillance cam, the kind the feds accidentally leak. When they want to send a message, could this be the smoking gun that turns the Drake versus Kendrick rap battle into the Drake versus Kendrick murder trial? Is the certified lover boy actually the certified hitman? And most importantly, how the hell did we get here? Buckle up, because I'm about to break down everything, alright? Let's rewind, because this isn't just another rap beef. This is the beef that slowly mutated into a full-blown street soap opera, with more plot twists than a telenovela and enough side characters to make Game of Thrones look underpopulated. And now we're talking about a leaked video that could end careers, destroy reputations, and have lawyers on speed dial faster than you can say first degree. So here's the scandal in a nutshell. Kendrick Lamar, Compton's own lyrical hitman, allegedly has footage showing Drake, yes, Aubrey, Degrassi, Wheelchair Jimmy, Graham linked to a failed plot to take him out. And not take out like dinner reservations at Nobu. I mean, physically removed from the planet. Think about it. The clues were there for months. This beef didn't just come out of nowhere. For years, Drake and Kendrick have been circling each other like two heavyweight champs refusing to touch gloves. It started as light jabs, a little shade here, a subliminal diss there, and the fans ate it up. But somewhere between Control in 2013 and Not Like Us in 2024, things got, well, lethal. Let's remember, back in 2024, Drake's Toronto mansion got shot up. Not warning shots. Not firecrackers, real bullets. His security guard took one to the chest like he was auditioning for a war movie. Everyone acted confused. The police said they couldn't confirm it was connected to the beef, but the streets were nodding like, yeah, we know what's up. Then came Top 5, Toronto's self-proclaimed street general and Drake affiliate. This dude had just dodged a murder case thanks to a suspiciously well-paid legal team. And guess who allegedly bankrolled it? Yep, Champagne Papi himself. And how does Top 5 repay the favor? By going on interviews and threatening Kendrick with the subtlety of a sledgehammer. If he steps in the 6, he's getting boxed up. Classy, but Kendrick didn't flinch. Dude's from Compton. He's walked through more danger than a GTA character on 5 stars. Instead, he doubled down, dropping diss tracks like Euphoria, and Not Like Us, that had Drake looking more rattled than a Jenga tower in an earthquake. And then, boom, just days after Kendrick released cover art featuring Drake's actual house, shots rang out at that same location. Coincidence? Maybe in Disney movies. Fast forward to now, the leaked video. According to anonymous sources, translation, my cousin's barbershop plug. This grainy but damning footage shows a meeting in a dimly lit Toronto backroom. You've got a couple of OVO crew members, a man who looks suspiciously like Top 5, and a guy in a black hoodie with a voice that sounds eerily like Drake, saying something about handling that Compton problem before June. Oh, and that June reference? Yeah, Kendrick's Toronto concert. The same one Top 5 swore would never happen. The same one that sold out in 15 minutes. Now, I know what you're thinking. This could be fake. And sure, maybe it's some elaborate deep fake cooked up by Kendrick's team for publicity. But here's the kicker, the video's audio track allegedly matches recordings from wiretaps in a completely unrelated Canadian investigation. That's not fan edit territory. That's, Your Honor, please play Exhibit A territory. And here's where things get spicy. Industry insiders like Whack 100 are already weighing in. saying if this video is legit, Drake could be looking at everything from conspiracy charges to a potential RICO case. Yes, a RICO case. In Canada. I don't even know if they have RICO over there, but it sounds dramatic, so let's roll with it. And that's the thing, this isn't just hip-hop beef anymore. This is the kind of headline that gets mainstream news anchors practicing. How to say YOLO without looking awkward. So, who leaked this bombshell video, and why did it drop now, right when Drake's Toronto image is hanging by a thread? Oh my friends, the theories are already bubbling hotter than a Wendy Williams tea kettle. The leading rumor. This wasn't leaked by some random hacker in a basement. Nope. Word on the street says this came from inside the industry. Some are pointing fingers at disgruntled former OVO crew members, people who feel Drake owed them favors, but instead left them out in the cold. And trust me, nothing motivates a man to snitch like the holy trinity of revenge, betrayal, pride, and a half-empty bank account. One anonymous associate, let's call him DJ Pixelated Face, told a so-called underground podcast. Look, man, everybody thinks Aubrey's this sweet, soft-spoken ladies' man, but in Toronto, he moves different. There's business Drake, and then there's street Drake, and street Drake doesn't smile for the camera. Chilling, right? Or at least very Netflix-documentary-trailer. There's the corporate theory that this leak is actually the handiwork of Universal Music Group's power players. See, Drake's been butting heads with UMG for months over ownership stakes in his label. If you believe the whispers, UMG isn't just siding with Kendrick musically, they're allegedly fueling this beef to push Drake off the throne. You think it's a coincidence Kendrick's Toronto show went off without a hitch? Please, the label could have shut that down faster than you can say cease and desist. Instead, they rolled out the red carpet. And don't even get me started on the Kendrick planted it theory. According to some self-proclaimed hip-hop investigators on Twitter, the ones with anime profile pics and 12 followers, Kendrick's team had this footage for months and waited until just before the Toronto show to leak it, for maximum humiliation. In other words, timing the drop like it's a diss track in visual form, public reaction, nuclear. Within hours of the leak, hashtags like #MobBossDrake and #CertifiedHitman were trending worldwide. Drake stans were melting down in comment sections, typing in all caps about how it's clearly I, you dummies, while Kendrick fans were already making compilation memes of Drake in mobster suits with captions like, "Bada bing, not like." Even celebrities jumped in. Rick Ross, fresh from catching hands in Vancouver over playing Kendrick's track, posted a cryptic Instagram story of himself smoking a cigar with the words, "I told y'all." Meanwhile, 50 Cent chimed in with his own brand of nuclear trolling, tweeting, "Drizzy out here making offers people can't refuse. LOL. Then in the midst of all this chaos, Wack 100 did what Wack 100 does best. Go on Instagram Live and make things even more chaotic. He claimed the audio in the video matches stuff the Fed's been sitting on for years and said, if this is what it looks like, Drake better start practicing that prison walk. Canada got their own way of doing things, but trust me, they'll make an example out of him. And just when you think the pot can't boil any harder, someone leaked an alleged transcript of the conversation in the video. I can't confirm if this is real or just some Reddit fanfiction, but it reads like a bad mafia script. Voice 1, allegedly Drake. Handle that before June, I don't care how. Voice 2, unidentified. You want it clean or messy? Voice 1, clean, I'm not trying to be in no headlines. Unless it's a number 1. Clean? Oh, buddy. The irony. At this point, the scandal isn't just about whether Drake did or didn't plot against Kendrick. It's about perception. Hip-hop beefs have always thrived on image, and right now, Kendrick's image is that of the unshackable underdog walking into enemy territory and making it out alive, while Drake's is starting to look like a rap game. Bond villain who accidentally hired the world's worst henchman. But here's where it gets even wilder, because if what I'm hearing is true, the fallout from this video might not just be online trolling. We could be looking at... See, when something like this leaks, it doesn't just get buried under a pile of memes. No, my friends, This is the kind of dirt that ends up in the inboxes of lawyers, police investigators, and every wannabe journalist with a press badge. They print it at home. Already, word is that Toronto police have opened a review into the clip, which is the Canadian equivalent of the FBI showing up in black SUVs. And you know the government loves a high-profile case? One retired RCMP officer told a radio host, "If this turns out to be genuine, you're not just looking at assault charges, you could be looking at conspiracy to commit murder." That's serious time. Even Drake can't sing his way out of that. Of course, Drake's camp is denying everything. His publicist released a statement so polished, it probably got steam pressed before emailing. These allegations are completely false, defamatory, and an attempt to damage Drake's reputation. The video in question is I generated in part of a smear campaign by individuals with ulterior motives. Translation: we're scared, but we're not showing it. Meanwhile, Kendrick, silent, completely silent. Not a tweet, not an Instagram story, nothing. And that silence is driving people insane, because in the world of rap beef, silence isn't weakness. Silence is strategy. Every day Kendrick doesn't respond is another day. Drake drowns in bad press. And here's where the fallout gets dangerous. Sponsors are allegedly reviewing their partnerships with Drake. You think Nike wants their brand ambassador trending alongside Hag attempted murder? Not a good look. The gossip mill even claims one luxury watch brand has already hit pause on their collab rollout. Then there's the money trail. Internet sleuths, God bless their unpaid investigative work, have been posting screenshots of alleged wire transfers between shell companies linked to Drake's business empire and individuals in the Toronto underworld. Are these legit? Who knows? But in the court of public opinion, screenshots are gospel. Add to that, a handful of ex-OVO affiliates are suddenly telling all in interviews with so-called industry insiders, dropping cryptic hints about Drake keeping burner phones for special conversations and claiming he's been paranoid ever since Kendrick dropped that cover art. If true, that paranoia just went from mild spice to full ghost pepper, and if you think this is staying in Canada, think again. The FBI reportedly has interest in the case due to cross-border criminal implications. What does that mean? No idea, but it sounds terrifying. The entertainment world is split. Some rappers are openly clowning Drake, others are staying far away like it's contagious. Even DJ Khaled, the king of Let's Spread Positivity, has gone suspiciously quiet. You know it's serious when Khaled isn't screaming another one about his buddy's business, and yet, despite all this, Drake still showed up courtside at a Raptors game last night, smiling like nothing's wrong. That's either elite-level PR confidence or the face of a man who knows the iceberg is coming but refuses to get off the Titanic. Here's the kicker. Legal experts are saying if this goes to trial, that leaked video becomes Exhibit A, meaning we might actually see this whole thing play out in court, with Drake sitting there while prosecutors hit play on footage allegedly showing him greenlighting a hit. Imagine the headlines. Imagine the memes. Imagine the pay-per-view numbers if they could live stream it. And just when you think the dust might settle, nope. This story's not going away. Not next week, not next month. Because whether the video's real, fake, or somewhere in between, it's now this video of hip-hop history. A chapter titled, When Rap Beef Went Criminal. So, is this the beginning of the end for Drake's spotless Loverboy image? Or is this just another publicity storm he'll dance through on his way to the next #1 hit? And that's the madness for today, people. But you already know, this story is just heating up, and when the next twist drops, rappers' beef will have it first, unfiltered, and twice as spicy. So what do you think? Is Drake guilty of more than just bad dance moves, or is Kendrick playing the ultimate chess game? Drop your theories in the comments, smash that like button if you love the chaos, and subscribe so you never miss a single scandal. This is Rappers Beef, where the drama never sleeps, and neither should you.